Yes.
Good evening, guys. My name is Eve, and this is my brother Jed.
Yeah. Or Sam. Some people would call me. Gotten in the habit of being called Sam because it's my first name, and just saying that kind of makes my life a little more convenient.
And confusing.
That too. Anyways,
But we're not here to talk about our names. We're here to talk about 5 things that make us happy in our lives, respectively. You can go first.
thought it was ladies first.
That's why I'm letting you go first.
You're funny. I'd say one thing that I find joy in and always makes me happy every time I do it is jujitsu. No matter how shit my week has been, no matter what I've got going on, even if my car is being a total dimwit piece of crap, jujitsu always kind of brings me back to that baseline level of happiness, where I'm grounded, I'm present, and I actually enjoy what I'm doing. And I feel like running maybe
Maybe mine.
your version of
I was
that.
gonna say that. So that's one of my things. Running. Same reasons, pretty much. Everything can be going to pot, and then I run, and when I get back, I feel 10 times better. So.
Yeah, it's like you made yourself do something that you know you have to.
Mhm.
And that makes you feel good about yourself.
It does. It does.
For me, I just like choking other guys. That's pretty cool.
Like throwing around with guys. So your thing is jujitsu, mine is running. So it's your turn again for number 2.
Is that how it works? I want you to go for number 2 first.
Okay then. Number 2, actually it should be at number 1 because the number 1 thing in my life that makes me happy is coffee. I bet you can guess that.
I should have guessed that one.
Now
Now that you say it, I should have guessed that.
And see, your number 1 might be different. It could be tea. It could be a specific movie. Whatever that thing is, I feel like coffee for me, it's just an extension of who I am, and so I always feel so much better when I have a cup of coffee in my hand. It's a part of my identity, so it makes me happy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can drink it any time of the day, and I'll feel better after I've had it.
Mhm. I like smoking weed. It's pretty cool. Doing edibles, smoking weed, tripping on mushrooms, LSD. It's fun. I like having those experiences where you get to pull back all the filters that are all around us. And you actually get to see what's underneath it all.
Without all the rules
without all the superficial
and the niceties,
communication that people have.
Small talk.
Exactly. You get to understand, especially with people, you get to understand what a person truly is at their core. You can see that. It opens your eyes, and it also opens your eyes to so many other things in the world. I like that. I was actually also going to say that I really like setting goals for myself and achieving them. And honestly, ever since I moved out to Vegas, I feel like I've kind of been slacking in that area of my life for probably the reason that I feel like most of my energy is spent working. So I potentially need to find a new job.
Potentially, yes.
But I do like the awesomeness that you feel whenever you get to cross off one of your goals off of your list.
Okay. So far for you, it is jujitsu, a whole list of substances, and goals. Am I missing something?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So mine is coffee, running, and my third is writing. So I don't always feel like writing, but at my heart, I'm a writer, and if I make myself do it, it kind of makes me feel like I am investing in who I am. Even if it's just journaling, maybe 500 words or less, if I'm not writing for a week or more, I feel bad about myself. So once I actually sit down to put my thoughts down on paper or on the laptop, I feel better. So that's another thing that makes me happy is writing.
Yeah,
Number 4.
kind of hard pressed to think of a fourth one. I like drinking Coca-Cola. I like the rush.
It's got a great flavor.
I like the rush that it gives
The
you.
flavor's great too, especially cold.
Sounds like I'm talking about something else though.
Does
But
matter.
I've been addicted to soda and treats since I was old enough to remember.
Little bitty.
Yeah, I have. I like sugar. I've been trying to cut processed sugars out of my diet. So far, I've gone, I want to say, 5 days. I am allowing myself one cheat day every week. But I already used the cheat day for this week, so I'll have to wait another 7 days before I can get my fix. That's okay though.
It is.
And then
My turn.
another thing. Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's go to my number 4. My number 4 is music. Good music. Just jamming out something good on the radio with the windows down in my car. Your turn.
Yeah, you like to dance too, huh?
I try to dance.
Yeah, I saw that last night.
I try so hard to dance.
I like being the center of attention.
Little drama queen we've got over here. So that's number 4 for you,
Is it though?
I think. Center of attention. I've got one more to go.
Go for it.
Gosh, being in nature makes me happy.
What about nature makes you?
I feel like it's my roots. You know, we were raised in a farm, and so we were in nature frequently. And I feel like that's just a part of my identity right now. And I can appreciate nature. I can look at the trees or lack of trees. I can look at like the Red Rock Canyon like we did that earlier today, and I can just I don't even have to talk with anyone. I can just look around and take it all in, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, nature is really fucking cool.
Mhm.
On that note, I really like learning about how the universe works on a very fundamental level. I think we were both homeschooled, so I think that I got this book about chemistry. I started reading it. I want to say when I was 12 at the time, and there was a part. There was like one section that was devoted to quantum mechanics and its relation to chemistry, lasers, etc. I remember they mentioned Schrodinger's equation in that. And obviously, since I had not taken calculus at the time, they just had like this fancy symbol for Schrodinger's equation, which was like lambda over pi or something like that, I think. I don't know. But that thing really got me curious. That really got me to start questioning what quantum mechanics is. And so I really went deep into it. And there's so many mind-blowing discoveries that they made, especially around the turn of the century.
He
And
loves to learn.
I like to acquire knowledge.
Mhm.
Not necessarily learn, but acquire knowledge. I appreciate how
He's a library, and
I appreciate how it makes me feel.
he adds more books to his library that people can check out if they ask. Yeah.
Perhaps.
That sounded kind of weird, actually. Oh, so now that we've gone over the 5 things that make us happy, I'm going to challenge you to come up with something new that makes you happy. Something new and either educational or beneficial to you in some way.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Find a new habit. You know, like say you've never people watched before.
Oh, I
Say-
people watch all the time.
Just for instance, say you've never done that and you go out and you try it and you're like, this makes me kind of happy.
Well, I will say
So,
that I
yeah.
have already challenged myself to journal every day for 15 minutes,
That's a
at
good
least
one.
once a day for an entire month. And so far, I'm 3 for 3.
It's a good
So
one.
I'm looking at going on 4 for 4, and I honestly, it's kind of a chore. It's kind of a chore. Perhaps when it becomes more of a habit, which I hear may take 22 to 60 days, then I'll actually start to enjoy it. But as of right now, it's kind of a chore, if I'm being real. So I don't know. Maybe that will be one of those things eventually.
I guess I should challenge myself too, since I challenged you. So I'm gonna challenge myself also to find something new that makes me happy. Because when you do something new, there's science behind it that proves that life slows down when you're doing something new because it's not like habit and muscle memory, and so it's not like your brain just doesn't skip. Like with like your job or something like that. Sometimes the days just fly by and you feel like, or you're sitting down to watch a TV show
Yeah, I get what
and
you're saying. It puts you in a
yeah.
kind of puts you in a flow state.
Yeah, and you just kind of skip. You have patches where you don't remember what happened, or it's like, wait, it's 10 o'clock now. What did I do? So another good reason to try something new. That's all that I can think of to talk about right now.
Yeah. So what's your new thing?
I haven't come up with it yet, but I will.
What do you
That's
think
why
it might be?
Um,
Surely you have a couple
I've
ideas.
thought about looking up quotes online, like quotes that might help inspire me in my life, and writing down 5 of them in a notebook every day.
Interesting.
That's an idea.
I'll give you your first.
What's that? Favor.
Fortune favors the
Fortune
brave.
favors the brave.
Alright, guys. Bye.
Bye.